Welcome back to the channel, bros. We're here at AFR Autoworks. Today is Dyno Day. Truck, trailer, cars inside of it. As you'll remember, my old Supra, AFR Autoworks, kind of owned it. They sold it. They're just doing some work to it now, but that was my original car. Then we switched to a Mustang, crashed that one, and then switched to another. I went downhill, didn't I? Anyways, we're about to make a lot of power in the dyno. Hello, is anybody home? Is anybody here? Look, he's got a camera too. What's going on here?
What do we have here? Lifestyle.
Inception.
Can I get
That's my old camera too.
Yeah. Flip your screen.
Okay, yeah, there. Inceptions. Yours is blurry though.
I don't know how to focus, that's why.
There should be an autofocus mode.
Okay, thanks for telling me how to work the camera.
So we're here with Adam, owner of AFR Autoworks. If you guys know any part of my channel, you know that Adam's been around since I think 500 subscribers. It's been a long 5 years.
It's been good.
You guys, yeah, like literally 500. I think Tokyo actually brought me to you guys, and then.
Yeah.
So Adam's actually building really fast Subaru, and he's got this amazing engine here that we were just looking over, and it's got probably the biggest ports I've ever seen on a 4-cylinder ever. Honda guys will probably argue me, but you want to walk us through this engine here?
I'll give you the best view of it I can without tipping all my buckets out on the floor here. So I call these our AFR max flow cylinder heads. So they're a custom port just for us. Pretty big and rowdy intake ports with +1mm valves. And on the exhaust side, hogged out pretty nicely too, and they give us a lot of better flow, especially on the dogleg port. Same thing, +1mm valves on the exhaust, and pretty sharp looking ports. I'm hoping they do, I'm sure they'll do the job. And we also did a RCM dry sump on it. So we got this nice billet piece on the bottom with an Auto Verity dry sump, same sort of dry sump that they use in NASCAR. And it's a 4-stage dry sump. A 5-stage is an option, but we decided to go with the 4-stage and scavenge the turbo, or drain the turbo into the cylinder head instead of running a scavenge separate for the turbo. And it's out front Motorsports V4 closed deck block with pin mains and a 5 thou oversized main line, ARP case bolts, and 1/2-inch head studs.
I'm betting the Subaru guys watching the channel right now are like creaming their pants.
It's gonna be it's gonna make good power. I'm hoping that we can make like 1,000 wheel with it range, without going too crazy with the torque. Trying to keep a little longevity into it. And
yeah, I can see a nice PTE turbo over here for you.
Yeah, this is the 7675 we're running. We call it Elon, and then the motor we call Doge.
Send it to the moon?
Gonna send Doge to the moon, I'm pretty sure.
And then I see a black sheep wastegate here too.
Yep. BSI wastegate, BSI blow-off valve, Kelford cams, Kelford valve train. These are their D199D cams. So they're gonna match perfectly. We're gonna be revving it to about 9,500 and then maybe 10.5 out the back if we have enough mile an hour. But should match perfectly where we're revving the car to. Pretty much what we got sitting in here for now. We got some.
What's the fast guys are probably running a similar setup to this?
Yeah, very similar. Guys? Pretty much this is about as badass as you can go for a block until you go to a billet block. It's Cali's I-beam rods with 625 custom-aged bolts and JE Ultra pistons. They're coated pistons.
And then the unit behind you is what's going in.
Yeah, and it's probably just going to be broken a lot this summer is what's going to happen, because I was breaking axles all the time last year, and now we're going to try to make much more power with it.
Did you have the Hoosiers on it last year?
I had 17-inch Hoosier DR2s.
Yeah, these got a little more give in the sidewall, I think.
Yeah, that's the idea. So switching back to a 16-inch rim, a taller tire, more mile per hour for RPM in 4th gear, and a softer sidewall to help cushion when I don't launch it quite perfectly.
Which has happened a couple times.
Yeah, oh yeah. Yeah, I got a few videos of me breaking axles. I think I broke 3 axles in 4 launches last year.
I think you went to take your wife out for a launch and you broke an axle.
Yeah, oh yeah, yeah. I did that with Derek too. I did it with Devin. Passenger seems to be a theme with broken axles, to be honest.
Well, the great thing in being, I don't want to call you a Subaru specialty shop, but it's kind of what you become.
Yep.
You guys have a couple Subaru parts laying around here.
Yes.
And here's his daily driver, by the way. If you're curious, it's it looks like just a normal Hayabusa until you can see some piping in here. I don't know exactly where the turbo is on this setup, but it's in there somewhere. It's right there. Oh yeah, it's up in here. Oh yeah, it's right there.
I've got
it made 350 wheel, something like that?
Yeah, 350 wheel.
Oh my god. That's so unnecessary. I'm not touching this bike.
You should.
I have a 50cc scooter and that's my limit. I don't even have a bike license for that reason. Yeah. Throw a tune-up in her, a hot tuna, knock ears, wideband hooked up. Well, Nick showed up, my partner in Black Sheep Industries. He actually brought me one of our 50mm blow-off valves because he didn't want me to run the turbo wide open without a blow-off valve. Just don't want to damage the turbo or anything. We took the pipe off. We actually have a welder here. This is our new-ish style blow-off valve. There's been a couple revisions to this one. 50mm blow-off valve. It's hot. We got no AC in this house, but I'm editing the video. It's a good time to let you guys know that everything on blacksheepindustries.ca is 15% off until July 5th. So make sure you check it out. Turbos, wastegates, blow-off valves, all that kind of stuff. Check it out. Dang, it looks good. So we're gonna get this thing welded on. These are going to be available on the site soon. We were just waiting on anodizing. And there's Nick. Hey! I love thick flanges. Like, there's nothing I hate more than a soft little flange that you can't, like, whack the heat to. And with the soft little flange, you end up distorting, like, the sealing ring. Look how thick that is. That's on purpose. Like, why, it's aluminum, why would you need it to be, like, 1 mil thick?
To make things harder?
Yeah. Like, if this is 1 mil thick right here, and you put a bunch of heat on this side to get it to start welding, and then it cools down over here, like, what are the chances it's going to warp on this side?
Yep.
Dang, team race team, turn around, turn around. Oh, nailed it. Yeah. Blow-off valve is in. Matching wastegates. Everything's plumbed up. It's time to, do a dance for me. Which way are the gears again? So Adam's just trying to run through with pump gas just to try and get the drivability right, because we do have to take this on Miles of Mayhem. It'd be nice to be able to get through the drivability. Just fix up some of the lean spots in the map, and then we'll put the race gas in after. So it made about as much as it should have made NA 408. We're having an issue that seems like it was present during the A turbo build that we just didn't notice until we put a brand new motor in it and put turbo on it, and it seems like we're having the exact same issue where it's just making the power up to 5,000 and then just rolling over. It did the exact same thing with the A turbo build, which could have affected our numbers with A turbos, to be honest, and we could have made a bunch more power if we had known there was an underlying issue and it wasn't just the turbos. I found a wire that was a little bit loose to a relay for the main power to the Holly, and I'm hoping that, well, that went to the injectors and the coils. And I'm hoping that rectifying that issue is going to, I don't know, make it better. We're gonna find out here in a minute. We're just having a little quick pizza break. It's getting late. He's filming me. So this is actually the dyno graph of the 8 turbos, and you can see that it just rolls right over. Like it gets to where the peak power is, and then it seems like as you want to increase dwell or something on the coils and want them open longer, it just is rolling over.
You're keeping the dwell the same, but the duty cycle of
the duty cycle on everything is, yes.
The duty cycle on everything is going massively up.
And this is consistent with the other dyno that we put the car on as well. So the 8 turbo test could have had an underlying issue the whole time that we didn't even know.
Yeah.
And gave us inconsistent results, which means this winter we'll have to do it again. We're looking for an 8 turbo sponsor right now. I have a turbo company, but I don't want to do it myself.
See, there's the only half decent looking pull we had with the 8 turbos. But then it still did the full thing, right? But
it did do it. It rolled over. That was like the max power one.
yeah.
And this was one of the early tests, early ones.
Yeah.
So it could have started wiggling itself loose.
Worse. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And it's not like it's run a bunch since.
No, it hasn't.
Like it's probably only ran for an hour.
An hour tops.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
I think it worked. I think the sensor fell off. I think we got it. Turbo's still spinning. That motherfucker's still spinning. So Adam says we made 551 horsepower there at 6,500 RPM. This time.
Huh?
You made it to a thing this time.
Yeah, made more power than the 8 turbo setup now.
Yeah, finally. It still rolled over on your dyno graph though, which is weird.
It does, yeah. It is weird.
I'm curious to see what the exact number was. Like for boost number. Boost number and manifold temperature.
I hope 69.
69?
69.
69 boost. Black Sheep Industries turbo blanket, blacksheepindustries.ca. It just made 901.
Like 9 something?
901.
22.
22.
23.
22 pounds?
22 pounds.
900 wheel at 23 pounds. Nick said go up. Stop being a pussy. That's what he just did.
Well, I went up 7 pounds on the dome.
You just see what he did?
No.
I was like, if it'll idle, it sounds happy on hold.
So after making 900 wheel, this is what we are doing. Both manifolds are coming off because this is what we found lodged in the turbo, pieces of brass. So I'm assuming valve guide let go. Got caught up in the turbo here, so damaged my turbo also. Yep. Oh yeah, it's definitely chewing up on the inside in there. Chewed up the wheel a little bit. This is not how I want it to this to go. All right, where's the sun so I can talk? Okay, we're actually here at Nick's house. We had overnight to think about it. I was actually awake for like 36 hours before I went to sleep last night. I think we're gonna pull the heads off, inspect for any damage, and leave the heads with Nick before we drive back up to Fort McMurray, just to make sure that there's nothing in the engine. Then, I don't know, Nick might be able to get the heads fixed locally. We are a week away from Miles of Mayhem, so I don't know what's gonna happen. The turbo's a little chewed up, but we own a turbo company. We have a bunch of turbine wheels here. We can fix it, so.
That thing will hold you in lines too, won't it?
Damn. Yeah, we're just gonna disassemble it in the trailer here. I mean, we've done worse at the racetrack, I think, probably.
But I mean, there's not a 3-bay.
Oh my God, look at that hammer.
Right?
Jeez.
I don't get to hear that very often, I think so.
He grabbed the big hammer, the adjustable hammer.
The other one didn't adjust.
I've actually hit a lot of shit with that one.
I have no doubt it's got some feel to it.
I even hit a fucking crackhead in my driveway with it. Daddy got them loose for you. Is there any 69-point sockets?
Oh, I see what you're doing.
I'm just gonna leave that one on.
Yeah, sensor wire here, and this is our hooked up still. Here. Okay, yeah.
Intake off.
Is that your octopus?
That's my octopussy.
What's that?
Look at my burn,
On
bro.
one side and left all the gaskets on the other side.
Oh, that's
Don't touch hot things with your arm.
yeah. Bit of oil in there. Yeah, hang on. I need a light because I'm fucking blinder than fucking
Here.
Toby.
Who's Toby?
Good. 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 Of course. Good. Okay. These are look happy.
This is a spacer.
That's the biggest thing, because whatever, fucking turbine wheel, man, $100. US, we got another one coming.
Yeah.
Kyle knows a thing or two about handling a little piece.
Yep. I got my own little piece. I'm pretty much an expert with it. Virginia would say otherwise, but.
Well, her opinion of your use. Sick wheelie, bro. Look at this shop vac. It looks like R2-D2's cousin.
He sucks.
Holy shit. This thing sucks hard.
You know Nick's got a big wiener when. Like, you can't just use a regular shop vac.
Right.
Turn her off.
I was gonna say, what knot was that?
That was something.
The drop down there? The
When you're on the-
1/8.
What, MPT plug?
Yeah.
There we go.
We got lost.
I lost one.
Yeah, we got more there.
Is this garbage Tupperware shit?
Yeah, that's why I brought it out. I literally have it for this purpose.
This is where we put your bolts.
Like it's.
This is gonna be for the.
That's where you put your nuts.
Heads are getting ready to come off. So basically what's going to happen here is Kyle's going to give Nick some heads.
Yep.
And then Nick is going to get some professional
And Nick's gonna get
opinions.
it off, yeah.
Yeah. Nick's going to repair Kyle's heads.
Hopefully. One day.
Push it out or something.
I don't want to impact head bolts out, but hang on, let me put an extension in a socket on the end of my socket.
It's not stupid if it works.
Well, you have a job, but you're still stupid.
My paint.
Just grab that Costco cardboard box there, lay it flat on the floor, and lay the head on.
No,
Fat man's tired.
they all look sexual.
I got a new set of head gaskets in Fort Mac too.
Okay.
I'm sure we can get them local though.
She's so fat, like there's so much carbon.
It's
like I just bought that one.
No,
You wouldn't have any of the carbon buildup like that with that much either. But the big thing is you want to get all the water out of here as fast as you can. Like it's wiping off, you know what I mean? It's just so
water.
yeah, the water's cleaning the piston.
You're literally kneeling right next to
Don't remember which side's which, do you?
Oh, I see it now between my legs.
Set the second
So
head down.
the passenger goes between your ribs?
Move it, you know what?
So this is the one that had the crack one on this side, I think.
I thought it was cylinder 2.
It is. This is number 2.
Yeah.
Stamp right here, 2468. Yeah, that one's cracked. It was ready to come out.
Oh yeah, right there.
Yep.
Let's have a look. Yeah.
This one's slightly not seated at all. Same with this one. It's leaking. That could explain why our car is running like dog shit.
Yeah.
Leaky valves?
Yeah.
Bent valves?
Why are they leaking like this? Like that's clearly, this one's clearly bent as fuck.
One with the guide that's fucked up though.
Yep. The guide is cracked, not the broken guide.
Cylinder 7 is, you said sealed and, or not sealed?
Not sealed, and it's split. The guide is split.
See if we can get a picture.
Probably can't see it in there. No, the camera's not.
I can see that from here.
Yeah.
On the bottom side, you can see it.
Oh look, yep, the valve's burnt up. It's hit.
It hit. What did it hit?
Give me that light again.
Did it touch the piston?
Touched the cylinder wall.
Yep, right
There's
there.
a cylinder wall.
I think.
Yep. No, 100%. I can see it clear as day. That hit the cylinder wall.
So those heads don't fit on this.
They're meant for a 4-inch bore.
But they.
Where did it hit?
Right here on the wall, on this one too. Right there.
Oh shit.
Yep.
Right on the edge.
Yep, right on the edge here.
Words, go.
We made 900 wheel with bent valves on 22 pounds. So something is working.
The extra spicy air straightens the valves out because they get scared. It's like when you gotta do chores when your mom leaves and then she pulls in the driveway and the chores aren't done. It scares you to get them chores done real quick.
30 seconds.
30 seconds. 10-second tidy.
Oh, you just came in. I was just doing chores. I guess I kind of left this as a cliffhanger, but so here's kind of what happened. If you watch all the way to the end, I can give you the explanation instead of you guys making assumptions in the comments. The heads are labeled as fitting a 390 bore. My bore is actually 380. So technically the website was right, but a lot of people have used these heads already on 5.3 liters. Like I know at least 3 people who have these heads on a motor with no adverse effects. Now the exhaust valve is actually a lot bigger than the seat itself, and it can afford to be a little bit smaller. So I think it's getting new guides and new valves, and we're gonna try and have it done by Thursday or Friday, and Miles Mayhem's on Monday. So it's gonna be really, really tight, but I think that's how the channel goes, like the little bit of drama before the race week thing. But it gives me time to make my radiator shroud stuff and a bigger fuel tank and a bigger coolant tank and everything to try and keep this car cool because it does run a little bit hot. So we did make 900 wheel on the dyno and we didn't even really get to turn it up. It just kind of nosed over, but the turbo was so happy and it was like, give me more, give me more, give me more. And in fact, we were gonna run like 5 more pounds of boost the next pass after the 900. So it went 800 to 900 was 3 pounds of boost. So it does make sense that if the valve touched the cylinder wall and bent the valve and knocked the guide out, and then the guide went through the turbo, and that's what we heard squeaking, and that's what we knew there was an issue. And I knew the motor was loud the whole time, but I inquired about it, I sent videos, and everyone was like, yeah, the big springs with the LS7 lifters is just really, really noisy motor. And that could have been the case, and I don't know when the valve started touching, but it just seemed really, really loud to me. Like my other motor was loud from lifter tick, and then this one was even louder, and you know. Anyways, we're gonna get it sorted out. Engine builder's super helpful with it, and yeah, we're gonna get it worked out. Nick is gonna hook me up with a new turbo. We only have journal bearings in stock, so he's gonna give me a journal bearing one for now. We'll run it, and then we'll probably end up selling that used one off at a discounted price afterwards while he rebuilds my ball bearing turbo. Now, if you're a part of my Patreon, I appreciate you guys so much. Those are the guys who just like to help out a little bit more. They don't expect much from me. Sometimes I give them like sneak previews behind the scenes, but on this dyno day, I must have made at least 6 posts of this is what's happening, this is how much power it made, this is the issue we ran into, here's my bent valve, sent them the photo of the bent valve and everything, so they knew everything before this video came out. The link is down in my link tree there if you guys want to join up. I appreciate it. It just helps me out like an extra couple bucks every month, and one day I'll quit my job and I'll do this full time and I'll have fun. That's what it's all about having fun. I was super bummed out when it happened on the dyno. Went to sleep, woke up, and I was like, okay, how do we attack this thing to get it to work again? And shout out to Nick, because he had my back the whole time. He was like, man, we're gonna get this fixed, we're gonna get it done. I know you're bummed out right now, but I got your back, we'll get it done, don't worry about it. And yeah, that's what having the homies is all about. BlackSheepIndustries.ca, 15% off the entire site right now until July 5th. So we did Canada Day, Independence Day, all in one shot. Peace easy, get that V, and go get your parts.